Oh, there we go. It's working. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Little pokey today. It was just not letting me on my live stream. It just kept telling me it couldn't connect. Talk about small little panic attack on a Sunday morning. So I hope you guys can find me and wander your way in, because that's just not a fun thing. All right, so now that I've just rebooted, I think I've lost all my pages that I had up and ready, so it's going to take me a second to see my comments. So yeah, I thought today I've been really considering and struggling on one extra pet. I've picked up one, and I've got the one last one in my head. I'm in no rush to get it. But at the same time, what are the things you consider when you're getting your pet? The biggest toss-up on this one that I'm looking at is actually how long it lives at this age. So, yeah, interesting thing to consider. One of the things, like I've got a lot of pets like the puppy dogs and whatnot, and I mean, so far I've had 12 awesome years out of my oldest puppy dog. She's my first puppy dog, but man, I'm not looking forward to that. Yeah, you know, like all critters have got to go, right? They've all got to eventually pass on, and I'm not looking forward to that day by any means. So one thing I was looking at when I was considering another pet was how long it lives. I know a lot of the fish, I mean, they're not really long-lived. You don't get very attached to them generally. I mean, 2 years is a pretty good average on the average fish. I know these piranhas have been kicking around for at least 7 years now. I'm hoping to get a good 10 years or so out of my goldfish. I'm not too sure exactly how long that breed goes, especially with all the inbreeding and stuff that they do. So I'm still trying to find my chat. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you. But yeah, like just things to consider. How long does this pet gonna stick around, and do I want to still have this pet when I'm, say, in my 60s now? So an interesting kind of thought process when I've been kind of considering this next pet. Now I have a feeling the volume's going to turn on. Just cross your fingers here. Oh, I got it. All right, now I should be able to get my chat up soon. Hopefully this connects to the internet. All right, good. We're connected. Oh, there's lots of people in here. Awesome. Okay, so let me just go through and say hi. Hi, Desert Bloom. Good to see you. Thank you. Yeah, it just kept popping up and saying, no, it's taking too long to connect to the internet. So yeah, I ran upstairs, rebooted the router, came down here, rebooted this. Oh man. So yeah, as soon as the router came back up, I quickly messaged Desert Bloom and said, let them know it's not working. Leslie's Fish Room, good to see you. Viola Hops, oh, good. Just had breakfast and my cat is laying on. That sounds like a wonderful Sunday morning. Wonderful Sunday morning. Chronicles of Chris's Fish Room, good morning, good to see you. Yeah, you asked me, I think it was last week. I think I got my live streams all in a playlist. So yeah, if any of you guys are really bored and just want to set that on and then go take off or whatever, that would be awesome. Yeah, that is kind of fun, very fun to get the playlists working. I'm not 100% like really good at working on that part. I haven't set up a playlist for a while, but I think I got it running. So hey, that's awesome. And anyway, I do believe that starting those playlists also kind of boosts you up in YouTube for your thing, just because it counts it as a new video, I believe. I don't know. I try and understand that, but with the way they keep changing it, I don't want to say anything. Hey, Pirate Judger, good to see you. Yeah, it sounds like it's going to take forever for your parcel to get to you, but I'm excited for when it does. I hope you like it. I had to stick something little in there just for me, because yeah, it's definitely fun sending people stuff in the mail. I will give it that. Daryl Deemer, good morning. Good to see you in here for sure. Oh, so yeah, I hope everybody's Sunday's doing good. I'm enjoying mine, like I said. I've just, yeah, the crazy things that you consider as you're getting pets. And yeah, like I said, this latest one, I think, but the biggest concerns that I've got on it is this pet that I'm looking at is going to be very big. And like I said, I still might be, I'm going to be 60 and have this thing, I'm sure. So it is definitely a thing to consider. And yeah, I do have some cockatiels that are in my living room that have been willed to me. Not that I'm complaining that I have them, but yeah, it is a thing to consider when you're getting a pet. Is wow, sometimes this long lifespan is really really cool, and other times I'm kind of like, I don't know. It's the only thing that really has me sitting there going, whoa, like, do I want to take that step on this pet? Kind of a neat thing to consider. I know you don't really consider that a lot with, like I say, the fish, the shorter lived ones, the betters or whatnot, because I think the longest I've ever had a betta live was 7 years, and that was an actual pet store betta. Bought him from Petland, I think. Don't quote me. That was a long time ago. But it was me and my hubbies. I think it was our second date. I had to stop in the pet store. And yeah, we picked up a betta. So it was, I think, 4 days short of 7 years that I'd had that betta, because I knew the date that I got it on. So that was really, really cool. So I don't see any piranhas. Yes, they're on the other side of the room. I'm sorry, I picked this side. I get such bad glare when I aim at the piranhas, and I have to close the blinds when I do any filming on that side of the room. So this time I decided to use this side, and I'm still getting a lot of glare, but there's no fish. I can't see myself currently where I'm pointing. Here we go. So there's no fish in this fish tank right now. I just took them all off to the local fish store. I forgot to message them that I was coming. I started working on a video. I don't know if I'm going to post it, but I started working on a video, and yeah, I got going, bagged up the fish and everything, and I'm like, oh, well, I might as well just take them now. So he did. I knew that he wanted them. I'm so pumped up. That was my tank with the Amica Splendens in it. And he said that those sold out in 2 days. So that's awesome. I took him in there on a Thursday afternoon, and by Saturday night they were gone. So that is really, really cool. So I've taken some more into the store, which is awesome. I mean, those are a care species. That's exactly what I was hoping would happen, is just to get a few more out into the community, just to kind of get them a little bit more of a guaranteed spot to be around if I ever need something. If something crazy strikes my tank, I know there's a few more out there in the community, hopefully. They are quite hard to kill, I've noticed for sure. So that is, yeah, the snails. I dropped some LJ wafers in here beforehand, and yeah, it usually makes quite a few free fall as they smell. They are so hard to find. I wish I could get some here. Yeah, exactly, Desert Bloom. And I think that is definitely one of the reasons why I grabbed these Amica Splendens, is just because, yeah, and they have seemed to have gotten, I think YouTube is doing that a little bit, is making some of the goodies and some of the rarer species a little more popular, because a lot of people, they've never even seen these things before. They've never even considered having a rare species because they didn't know they were out there. Excuse me. So yeah, I think having this YouTube community and making people aware of the fish community is making people aware of a lot of the other choices. Like, it's not just guppies and mollies and bettas. There's a lot of fish species out there, some which are perfect for maybe what you're looking for and you didn't know were out there, or don't have the availability with all the government regulations type of thing. Maybe, yeah, like we can't bring the goodies, like the Amicas can't come across the border anymore. So even if your local fish store wanted to have some of them, they can't get them anymore because of the availability. So it's kind of neat to see it from that angle. I think it's great to be able to still supply these. And like I said, now I know that I'm going to have some backups out there if I do have an oops in my tank. So yeah, very good idea. Passion for pets. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Joe. Yeah, so I could walk you guys over. Maybe I'll take you over to the piranhas. I'm still having a problem with my betta tank. It's gotten worse. Now I've got 2 of those females in there are absolutely covered from head to toe with velvet. So yeah, that crash is like really crashed. So I'm glad I got the blue in there. Nobody else is picking it up. But those 2 must have been a little weak from the batch, and now they are absolutely just a mess. If I can't get this cleared up, I might take them out and put them in a small tank and just treat those 2 fish, because I don't like that. It's transfers so easy, that one. So I'm glad they are on the other side of the fish room. Yeah, not what I wanted to report, but it is there. It happens. So, and yeah, it happens very easy. Yay for trimming plant roots. I'm not very good at keeping that plant alive. So yeah, I thought if I did a restart on the plant roots, maybe they'd grow in a little healthier. And yeah, all I did was crash that tank. I didn't realize how much nitrogen that plant was actually taking out of the water. So I don't know. We majorly treated it last night with the blue now that I know what's in the tank. So maybe we can bat it. And like I said, maybe I'll just take those 2 specific fish out in the end and we'll just treat them, because yeah, that's a very big tank to have to deal with the blue. And that blue seems to be soaking into the sand. So I don't know how effective and how long it's staying effective in there if it's clinging to the sand. I never even thought of that. I'm really not liking the sand in that tank. So, yeah, the Chlamyris worms. I swear I think the Chlamyris worms are just in the general population of fish now. And you have any kind of spike in your tank and they seem to come out so easy, because I know almost everybody's had to deal with them. It's just nuts. It's just nuts. It's like, yeah, I think they are just, even my pet store owner says, if you've got guppies or if you've dealt with guppies, you probably got them in your tank. The trick is just to keep them under wraps so that they never have a chance to actually get a grip into your population. So yeah, see, they're awful little things, and I've heard a lot about them lately. Yeah, like they seem to be just out there. So I got some flake food, definitely some levamisol flake food that I do feed to my guppies. On occasion, it's not their favorite meal, but they do get a treatment of that just to make sure that it stays in check in that tank. Especially if I notice a little bit of a population spike, then I definitely add a little bit of that just to make sure, yeah, not to let that pop up in the tank. And Heather Nielsen, good to see you. Yeah, just crazy. So what would be, if you were to say no to a pet, what would be your major turnoff? Like, what would be something that you would say would have to be a no point in getting a new pet? Would it be maybe, for example, a family member doesn't like it, allergies, how long it lives, space requirements? What's something, like maybe you're in an apartment building and you just can't have that thing? What is something right now that you would say bothers, maybe even the chance of diseases, since that kind of came up? If it's something that is very prone to disease, would that turn you off of a pet? I don't know. It's kind of, like I said, that's mine right now, is looking at the age some of these things live, and do I want to have such a massive critter in 25 years? Like, definitely an interesting kind of. Oh, hey, Aquafunk Angel Freak is in here. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, we're just talking about what are some things, what are some limitations on your pets? What's something that might stop you? Maybe a family member doesn't like it, something like that. Definitely, I think it's a time spent on care. Oh yes, maintenance, definitely a big one. And like, some of the critters in this fish room are so easy, you don't even have to think about them. Like my shrimp tank is just awesome for that. Like, talk about low maintenance. Whereas the little jars of bettas behind you guys, not, no, a lot of maintenance, a lot of time goes into the bettas. So yeah, when I'm looking at future pets, another thing that I am looking at is definitely maintenance. Good point. Oh, everybody's saying hi. Yeah, so I don't know, kind of a neat kind of idea topic, I thought. So I don't know. My newest one, anybody got a guess on what the newest one is? I did put a little kind of tidbit on the last video, but not a lot of people bid on there. So I was just wondering if anybody saw that, kind of something different. Something different for sure. Man, I really put my camera at an awful angle. You guys have got the whole garbage crap area here showing the plugins, empty fish tank. What the hey, man? Talk about slack. I just moving to Florida, I realized I have an opportunity to do outside aquariums and policy. I'm not sure how. Oh, okay. Well, that would be cool. Yeah, I don't even outside. I hate outside up here. I really, really do. If you follow me on Facebook, yes, I posted some snow. We had about that much snow already, which is just ridiculous. Yeah, my outside, when you talk about season, is so short. It has been freezing already for about well over a week already. So yeah, I watched some of you guys' videos and you're just bringing stuff inside. Jealous. Like I am on the prairiest of the prairies that I can get, but still it's like not nowhere near the seasons that you've got here. That is crazy, Aquafunk. Absolutely crazy for sure. I wonder if I can tip you guys up a little bit more. At least you can see the snail tank. This does not fit on here all that well. No, where's that? I'm scared to knock you guys on the floor. How's that? That looks a little bit better. What do you guys think? I'm still getting used to my seasons here as well. First year fish keeping with stuff outside. You've got your Daphnia culture in. Okay, well, I'm interested to see how you do on that because I can't even figure out how to catch mosquitoes outside. So, yes, she's up there. I thought maybe she would come down with the algae pellets, but she must be full, so she hasn't even moved. Just perched there. Yeah, much better angle. So I think what I'm going to try and do is move some of my male guppies into this tank. The amicas, I hate that wood in that tank. That is something else. I've got this piece of driftwood that flows along the whole top of the tank, across the back, and then all the way down to the bottom. You can't scoop up to catch the fish. It's really, really hard. Those rocks in the middle are just big enough. As soon as I even go near that tank right now, all of the ones that were close to 3/4 of an inch just go into those rocks and they're like, yeah, not playing. And they're very, very hard. So I'm glad. I think I got 18 of them over to the pet store. That took me 3.5 days to catch. So yeah, absolutely insane. Removing all the mosquitoes and bloodworm larvae out of the buckets was an endeavor. Don't want them hatching inside. Definitely, definitely. That would suck. At least you know you got a lot of fish in there that you should be able to make sure that they get eaten beforehand. Just throw a random betta in the bucket and let him clean it out if you're not too sure. So yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, just toss a betta in the bucket. He'll be okay. I live in the desert, so it stays in the 80s during the day, but the temperature will drop in the negatives at night. I definitely don't go up into the 80s anymore. Very extreme. Yes, very, very extreme. That would be very weird. We get our extremes, but they generally follow each other down and up as we go. Like plus 35 in the summer and minus 35 in the winter. It's cold. Very, very cold. I'm not looking forward to the winter. The biggest challenge I find in the winter is the rabbits outside and their water freezing. Hey Melvin, hey Melvin. So yeah, that's definitely a challenge. When we were out on the farm, that sucked because our rabbits were really, really far away. So you were hiking almost the length of a block to get out to where the rabbits were in the winter when it was minus 35 and you had to do that 3 times a day to make sure they had some water. It was just so cold, especially when the snow was piling up. it was a nightmare. I don't mind doing it as much in town, and since we've just got the 3 rabbits, it works out a lot better, but I still feel it's so harsh, like so harsh on them. But I mean, they're doing better than the wild critters for sure. So, oh, apparently a very, very cold winter. It will get in the mid to high 50s at night, but that's only for a short time, and that's supposed to be odd. Hey Siri, what's 50 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
50 degrees Fahrenheit is 10 degrees Celsius.
You're gonna whine at 10 degrees Celsius? Hey Siri, what's minus 35 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
Minus 35 degrees Celsius is minus 31 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's how cold we got it last year for weeks last year, just saying. That's chilly, so cold. I mean, yeah, the water's freezing as you're taking it out there. You take it, you blow, like if you take a breath and then you blow it out your nose, and if you try and breathe in right afterwards, all your nose hairs freeze. It's alarming. It's crazy. So yeah, definitely. I could deal with it getting as cold as 10 degrees. That's nuts. That's nuts. I've never been that far down to the States for sure. I'm not too sure how I could handle desert bloom bettas heat. That sounds a little bit extreme in the summer, but wow. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, that sounds lovely, Funk. Good morning to you, Desert Bloom Betta. It's afternoon here in Pittsburgh. 10, yeah, like you say, 10:32 here. Me and Desert Bloom were on the same time. Makes it really awesome. I know when about I'm bugging her, so that's cool. I saw a wee fish yesterday. I saw a stone loach attached to a rock. Aw, that was awesome. Oh, did you get it on camera? I think I saw my hubby watching your video the other day. It was kind of cool. 12:30 p.m. here in Indonesia. Oh my goodness. That's definitely cool. But yeah, to see an actual wild stone loach, that would be cool. I mean, so many people in the fish fam go out of their way to try and set up tanks for them. That's awesome. How do your water pipes not freeze? That is a challenge, and it has happened before, not in this house, but definitely out at farms and stuff like that. It is a massive challenge. Grandma here in Medicine Hat did actually freeze her pipes last winter in that cold, and they burst in the bathroom. She got a major renovation, thankfully. I can't think of the word, it's not coming to me. The insurance paid for it all, which was really nice. But yeah, in the little trailers, it is really hard not to freeze it. We have to go under there every year and put heat tape on the pipes from one end of the trailer to the other, and it just barely keeps them warm. Sometimes still on the coldest day, the bathrooms at the end of the trailer still freeze. So yeah, it is definitely a problem. She got a whole new bathroom, whole new hallway, and half of the kitchen because of that. And yeah, it just couldn't keep up with the cold, and that was with the heat tape on the pipes. So just nuts. It was just the area of the pipe between the heat tape and up to her sink that froze and just blew the pipes right up. Yeah, her sink just, I guess, crashed. I didn't see the mess, but wow, like it was crazy, absolutely crazy. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. There we go. So yeah, Pirate Treasure, he digs through the waters there looking for gold and stuff. He's got quite the rigmarole, but he does all the underwater footage. So yeah, if you do want to see some of that, he spots a lot of fish. Definitely check him out. Like, kind of neat. Me and my hubby sent him a little package. Yeah, if I'm correct, I think they said like 3 or 4 weeks. I didn't go with him. I've been helping him figure out how to do the shipping labels and stuff, so I think he's got it all right. So definitely a cool channel to check out. Fishy related, but not fishy related. It's kind of neat just to see the actual, like, the natural scaping where he goes. I do like that. The Wonder Aussie, hey, how's it been? How's it been? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, and the puppy dog videos on that channel are pretty awesome too. My puppies, I can barely get them to sit and stay and be good and not beg, so absolutely insane, absolutely insane. She's got the dogs walking through her legs and stuff like that, like really neat child training videos, absolutely for sure. Wow, our water heater was in the laundry room in the house in Kentucky. Here in South Carolina, our laundry and hot water heater are in the carport. We couldn't do no carport for our laundry here for sure, for sure. All the pipes everywhere here are dug really far into the ground, as you can imagine. It's recommended, and a lot of people will leave their taps on, just running just a smidgen overnight, just to make sure that they've got that water movement. Yeah, it's a major problem having the water freeze up here for sure. And yeah, keeping pets outside because of that reason is a super challenge, super challenge. So yeah, I got 3 large rabbits. They are outside rabbits, and I keep them. We have a gazebo outside that we've kind of boarded up so that they don't get the wind or anything. And then we just stuff extra hay into their containers. I mean, they are outside rabbits and they are meat rabbits. They're farm rabbits. They've always been outside. So I don't worry about them too much. My male rabbit just lost all of his summer fluff. You walk into that place and it's just fluff everywhere. I haven't gone out there because I usually get hair in my eyes and kind of fluff up after I've been out there. It's the only time that I get the allergies from the rabbits. So yeah, they're really starting to get their thick winter fur, and I'm not too worried. If it does get super cold, I have been known to take some jugs of hot water and just kind of put them around the area before bed, but I don't know if it does anything or if it helps. I just stuff them with hay and cross my fingers. The edit from my camera and Insta is what? It doesn't freeze here near as much. Well, that would, yeah, I can tell. That is it. Okay, say some of the challenges up here, some days you just want to hit your head on the computer monitor, like why? But it is worth it. I love those bunnies, so I'm worth it. The other thing that I've had to do with that outside is switch to metal bowls. I hate the metal bowls because they knock them over so fast. But I can take the metal bowl and just slam it on the outside, knock the frozen ice out and put it back in. If I use any other kind of container out there, I have cracked everything. Plastic bowls, any kind of, everything I've managed to crack and break into a bowl outside. If I put it out with water, it freezes so fast that the top freezes first and then the bottom just breaks out of things. It's insane. So yeah, water bowls are definitely a challenge out there. So have to use the metal bowls. They're very light. The rabbits tip them over all the time, which sucks. But at least I can keep the water in there and I'm not replacing them. It gets way too expensive. Way too expensive if you go and buy like $5 bowls and they last one night. So, Panoski's tanks, good morning, good morning. Good to see you here, good to see you. Oops, what's going on? What did Aquafunk say? My dad told me that in December here in Florida last year it was 80 degrees. Oh, shh. Aquafunk, I'm gonna be whining so bad by December, November. You have no idea. That sounds like heaven. That sounds like heaven. Oh, I don't know if I can go to the States anymore with these new rules. So we'll see. Oops. I've managed to click off of my video. There we go. Me and a couple other guys went native fish collecting yesterday, and it was incredibly fun. We couldn't catch a cold, but we had a great time. Well, that's awesome. Well, that's awesome. That sounds great. When we went and did our little native fish keeping this more in the springtime, we found some really creepy things. So I hope you guys had more fun. You should have seen us running around these streams with nets, and the fish were just outsmarting us. Oh yes, it is so fun. I know. I had a blast doing it. And yeah, you get to be a kid again. and you really look like an idiot to anybody else that walks by. But you kind of bring your kid, because then you can hand the net to the kid and be like, it's for her. But yeah, so much fun for sure. I would go on down to the States. I would love to. Like you say, I don't know. That would be entertaining. 80 is our summer weather. Yeah, like we do get up there, but not like that. Not like that. I know. Even to see one of those events down there would be really neat. Nothing like that up here. We have a few expos. I don't know if Medicine Hat has anything. Maybe with the new edition, I know the reptile world around here has more like expos and that kind of thing than the fish community does. I know there was a pet expo, but it was really focused around dogs and cats, hamsters. I think that was just one weekend, and I think that was the only thing I've seen around here. And like I said, I think the reptile community every so often has something, but as for the fish, I haven't seen much here. At Calgary, which is about 3.5 hours, 4 hours away, has a fish club, but that's generally in the evening, and I would not want to go all the way up there for that and have to drive in the dark. So I don't want to do that one. Saskatchewan has quite a few reptile shows as well, and they've got some fish auctions as well. So, all right, you guys are going to have to stare at a fish for a minute because I have to use the bathroom. Let me flip you this over, and I'll let you stare at the goldfish, hopefully. This guy was a rotter. I was trying to feed him some fish or feed him some shrimp for a feeding video, and he's so used to eating pellets, he wouldn't eat them. Okay, 2 minutes, not even. All right. Bonus of fish room being right beside bathroom. So yeah. Oh, you guys can't see anything. You got glare right across the middle of it. Well, you can kind of see the goldfish. Like I said, that wall is so nasty for that reason. The window is just not good for doing fishy videos. But yeah, this one is doing so well. I think she's really looking for breakfast. So I'll have to get her some. Like I said, these guys are on a blackout, so I'm going to try and find a bigger sheet for them. Pull the computer over. There's the piranhas. I don't know if Joe's still in here, but yeah, they're still here. They were really chasing each other late last night. This guy, you can kind of see, he's really got his side scratched up. Yeah, you. You're not even looking at me like he wants to threaten me. Ha! Tell you what. All right, the Amica tank is looking awesome now that I've thinned out the numbers some down here. You want to call this thinning out the numbers? Yeah, very few of the teenagers in here now. Maybe some of these other ones will start to grow. I have fed these guys today, honest. They're just beggars. Just begging. Is that a Blackmore goldfish? Yes, that is my Blackmore. Whether he stays black or whether he turns into a goldfish, I don't know. This guy's just sad looking all the time. That's empty. I cleaned it. This one does really good. A little Dumbo here. This is that first one that sorry, not the first one. The second one I took out of that tank. Doing really, really good. Looking nice. This was the last one I took out of the tank. He's coming along really good. Tail's fixing up. So yeah, all of them are going okay. My female that I want to breed is starting to put on some size. This is her here. She's definitely putting on some size. Soon, soon. All right. If I can get back over to where I was. Tail snails are doing awesome, as always. But yeah, I did manage to sell 7 more to a little homeschooler. So that was a lot of fun too. I don't know about trying to put this back. I don't know if I can put you guys back now that I got you down. Oh dear. Okay, don't. Just stay. All right. Sorry about that. Oh geez, stick your hand on the piranha tank. Yeah, you see how that one was looking at me? That one's really, really crabby lately. They sit and they will grind they tee off, and one will sit there and grind into the other. And you can see the side of that one. His scales are just ripped to pieces. There's chunks of skin coming off. Like they do that a lot. And yeah, even when I put my finger up there, he started to do the little, it's like, excuse me. And like, they're very interesting. They've got some strange behaviors for sure. And I'm glad that I've got them. I find that part kind of fascinating. I tell them off an awful lot when the camera's not on. So yeah, when they jump or whatever and that kind of thing. They do freak me out a tad. I think I trust them definitely the least out of any fish that I have definitely owned. Even the arowana I trusted better out of all of the pets that I think I've ever owned. These are the only things that, yeah, I won't stick my hand in that tank. Yeah, everything else, I don't mind. I mean, I've owned bee colonies, didn't worry about, but those things freak me out. I don't know. I'm starting to kind of learn the body language, and yeah, as they calm down as well, they kind of do show that little bit of begging and stuff like that, and some small bits of personality. But you really got to look for it in them. They're not like a betta or a bigger goldfish. You know how most big fish have a personality. These things, for the most part, yeah, they do not have a personality. You really got to watch them for it. And I mean, I've had them for coming up on 2 years now. So it's taken a long time for me to pick even that little bit out of them or get them that comfy to show that. So yeah, not my first pick for a personable fish. Definitely interesting fish, but not your personable one, that's for sure. Aquafunk. Hey, I just found out a couple of days ago that I will be having a brand new baby girl in January. Oh, that is so awesome, Aquafunk. I'm excited. Yeah, you would be very, very busy. That is so cool. I can't believe how big mine is already. Like, why is she growing so fast? I'm going to be one of those people that sees babies. It's going to be like, yeah, let me touch the finger. Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, babies are awesome. Babies are super cute. I think they're super cute, but I didn't enjoy the baby stage. I enjoyed once she started interacting a little bit more. The baby stage, I think I was just too tired to enjoy that. So I like other people's babies. But yeah, once they start interacting, I think they're just, kids are awesome. I think by then you're getting a bit more sleep too. So yeah, that is so cool. Congratulations, Aqua. That is great. I can't wait for some pictures. Yeah, she's so cute what she got now. Give her a hug. Is she excited? I hope so. I hope so. That's cool. Definitely. My daughter will be 15 this month. 15, yeah. Oh man. Craziness. Time does go by. Time goes by. Yeah, that means you're going to be one guy in a house with 3 females. Yeah, you can ask my hubby what it's like. He hides out in the shed a lot. You're not, I wouldn't be worried now, Aquafunk. Give it another, like, about 10 years. Then we'll take the report back on how that's like. That'll be awesome. That'll be awesome. Definitely. Yeah, outnumbered for sure. That'll be good. That's okay. She's gonna be in a fun house and drive you crazy, I hope. Definitely. Very good news. Wow. So, now that we're so off topic, like you can't compare kids to pets. So that is definitely a big time commitment, I would say. A good commitment, like 20 plus years. I don't think they ever quit. I don't think they ever quit. Oh, yeah, like mine's already talking about her birthday, and I'm like, shh. I don't want to have another one for you. Just stay short. Stay short, you're good. But that's all right. Olivia's 5 and she's running me ragged. It doesn't get any easier. Yeah, it doesn't get any easier. 5's cute though. Yeah, definitely. I say every year's cute. I think every year's cuter than the last one. Live TBD. Yes, hey, I don't know. Whenever you guys want to talk about, we've gotten right off topic. I think what to consider when getting a pet, yeah, we didn't stay on that topic very long. You guys, I tell you what. But yeah, that's my biggest concern with my next pet that I am looking at. It would be my final one. I would probably end up taking maybe a section of these tanks down at that point, maybe these bottom ones down there afterwards. Like I said, it wouldn't be this year, it would be probably next year. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, do I want to be still watching this thing when I'm in my 60s? My daughter finally got to the age that birthday parties are no longer wanted. Really? Oh, man. Mine is so into her birthday party. 15, I don't know. I can't remember. I think I was just excited about the getting to drive at that part. But I lived in a very, very small town. And if you wanted to go, sometimes we had a store in our small town. Sometimes we didn't. That thing would open up for a year and somebody'd run it and then it'd close down. It'd be closed for about 6 or 7, 8 months and somebody else would buy it. They run it for about a year and then it would be closed down. So if you wanted to go anywhere, you had to drive. So I was excited for the driving stages, birthdays, but parties, I don't know. They were an excuse to you still wanted them because, like I said, you were so far apart back then. I remember still wanting to have some people over all the time. How many kids you have has to do a lot with what kind of pets you get. Yeah, my only rule is nothing venomous. Nothing venomous. Kind of counts out my lionfish. That's okay. I don't think I could deal with the lionfish. As pretty as it is, I don't want salt water. So yeah, that is definitely a consideration of mine. I don't know why I've got a thing against salt water. I don't like how it feels. I think that's mainly it. I don't like the salt run on the back. That drives me nuts. But I would love a lionfish. But yeah, nothing poisonous, nothing poisonous. Because yeah, hamster's got her once already. She's definitely been tagged by the hamster. she was doing the, hey, let's see if it'll wake up. Oh yeah, I got her. So yeah, but that's all part of learning too. If you're gonna have pets and a responsibility, if you don't poke them too much, they don't bite you. Like the piranhas, I ain't poking them. I ain't getting bitten. So yeah, you gotta respect your pets for sure. And that is one of the other reasons why the piranhas are on the top rack. It would have been easier to put them on the bottom, but on the top rack has, at least they're a little bit, it's harder to get in at them. So yeah, you definitely have to watch your pets on that. Get a baby goat, name it lionfish, problem solved. We actually, I don't know, in Medicine Hat you can't have goats, but in the town just north of us in Redcliffe, they can have goats there. So you can own a goat in your backyard, on your balcony, whatever. I always tried to figure that one out. I would love to have my beehive back in the city. That would be cool. I think my neighbors would hate me. I don't know if I would ever get away with it, but it would be cool. I've still got a lot of my beehive equipment and stuff. I just haven't been able to get rid of it. They meant a lot to me. It was really heartbreaking. Definitely, it was very, very heartbreaking. You wouldn't think you'd get attached to a colony of bugs, but you really do. Like they're just, it was so neat. And when you actually look up a little bit more about bees, like they vote. Bees will vote on a new house. It is very, very cool. And when you read that kind of stuff and realize these bees are just, they're really in there. They're pretty cool. Yeah, it's neat. My daughter wants a turtle, but the aquatic turtles smell a lot. And it's a land turtle. I worry about keeping them warm because I like a cold house. Well, there's some really neat things to consider. Yes, smell. I don't have to worry about smell. I'm one of those people, my nose, it just doesn't work very well. There's very few things that I smell, which is a good thing and a bad thing. So smell to me doesn't bother me. My hubby, on the other hand, he smells an awful lot. And yeah, he can pick up, he's like, hey, there's one of your mealworms didn't eat their potato. Like he just picks it up instantly. So yeah, that can be a major consideration too, is the smell. Heating requirements, for sure, for sure. I love the fact that I can heat up this individual room. But then yeah, I can't have anything that requires anything cold too, right? So another thing to consider. But most of my fish are tropical. My goldfish doesn't seem to be minding that the temperature is at, so I'm okay. Excuse me. I just like turtles. Objectively, they are cute. They are adorable. I love finding those little ones in the pet store that are chewing on lettuce. Damn, that's cute. Yes, I don't know if I want one. I took care of some for a few years, including one of those huge alligator snapping turtles, and I just can't. I worked at a pet store for a while. I didn't get to play a ton with the reptiles because I'm not a fan of I can't get over spiders. I try really hard. I don't mind looking at them, but I can't get over the spiders. So we didn't go back into that area just because of the spiders a lot. But yeah, I don't want a turtle. I don't know why. I think other people's turtles are adorable. I love taking pictures of them. The turtle girl, I love watching her channel. Yeah, I'm not at a point where I want one. I understand you, Aquafunk, not because of the smell. But clean up after them. I don't know if, yeah, it seems like quite the crazy kind of, it seems like it would be a lot of maintenance to the tanks. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, there's a lot of different types. Yeah, that's a tough one. Turtles are very, very different. They're very, very different. Kind of a different pet. Yeah, you got such a mix. Such a mix. The water gets too dirty too fast. Yeah, see, that was my major thing is just, I find like they'd probably be more like, even the smallest turtle would be like having a massive goldfish. That's what they look like on the mass scale in the aquatic ones to me too. So yeah, yeah, like things say things to consider. Definitely their waste. That is one of the reasons so far I've only got one goldfish as I am checking out the poop factor, and holy crap, it's like it just goes in and it goes out just as fast. So I'm trying to imagine her bigger now, and I'm starting to think one might be just fine. Maybe we don't need that second one. Yeah, you need a good filtration in the right size tank. Yeah, I don't think you could skimp on the turtles. I think that's kind of what the general consensus seems to be going around the chat here is you cannot skimp out on the turtle and the filtration in their tank size because they are so messy. So yeah, in order for a turtle not to smell, you have to keep it in pristine conditions, which takes time that I don't have. Yeah, like that's it. I think I said that on my last live stream when considering discus. I think somebody asked me if I wanted to keep discus. And with me keeping a lot of bare bottoms, and I am not a pristine fish keeper owner. I like having, like some of my favorite tanks are my really established tanks, which I can let build up. Like it doesn't matter that I don't gravel back all the time on there because the filters are very already like, and it needs that dirt to kind of run. I know there is the odd discus keeper that can keep that in a tank, but they're so much more heavily planted than I've got. I am nowhere near a stage where I could consider keeping, yeah, something that requires that kind of cleanliness. I'm just, yeah, that's not the kind of pet keeper I am. I like the established tank and the dirty and having some algae on my walls. I don't think that's a bad thing. So definitely, definitely. And as you can see, the poop in my snail tank, I can't, well, that's unfair. You cannot judge a snail tank. I can't keep the poop out of that tank. That's nuts. But yeah, like my breeding bettas are pretty pristine, but I single them out. My other guys, I make sure that I clean them, but they're all going to have a little bit of poop if you wander around the fish room, except for the ones that I've just done. Because it's very hard. It's very hard, and I have very small little containers. So, hey, Perotum! Hey, how's it going? Passion for hunting and fishing. Good to see you. Good to see you guys. They are not that bad. Not Nola Jane says. They're not that bad. Well, that's cool. Like I said, I don't know a ton about turtles either. But yeah, from what I can gather, you got to make sure you've got their stuff right, or otherwise they're very messy. So that is cool. That is very cool. Very cool. But yeah, not Nola Jane. If you can keep up with them, go for it. And yeah, I definitely want to have a bigger filtration system for them. I don't think I've got any. Well, I have. On my piranha tank, we got 2 of the great big hang on the back filters, and something like that would be what I would imagine you would need for that turtle tank. Because yeah, my piranhas, they're super messy. It's a very protein-based diet. I got to keep that kind of filtration on there because I don't want to put my hands in that tank that often. So I really wanted a very heavy biofilter on there because yeah, I'm going to have to videotape myself trying to gravel vacuum them because I literally just kind of hang on to the end of the vacuum and go boink, 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 while staring at them. Boink, boink. It is the most ridiculous thing ever, but I don't know. They freak me out. I'm coming for pizza. Pond and Moore's got pizza. Nice. I don't even know what I'm going to do for dinner today. I think everybody's doing this whole Thanksgiving thingy tomorrow. I heard the sister-in-law was at Costco. That's a very good sign. There's going to be some food tomorrow. So yeah, I should definitely find out what I got to bring and maybe do some shopping for dinner tonight. My kiddo loves pizza. I'm almost pizza out. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know what I want tonight. Well, thank you for the thumbs up. I'm going to give myself my own thumbs up. I never remember to do that. Oh, there we go. So yeah, thank you for leaving a thumbs up on your way out. I am super excited to show this new critter that I got, though not eating quite yet. So as soon as we get him eating, then I will definitely do a little video. I think it's just because he was just received at the pet shop on Thursday, and then I went in and bought him up on like a Tuesday, so they aren't known for adjusting very well to begin with. So we didn't eat quite yet, so we will try again in 3 or 4 days. Acting very, very good. So as soon as we get him eating, we will definitely do a good video on this, and then hopefully, you can see why I've been kind of, things to consider when getting a new pet. These guys are very, very different. So I'm liking it. Passion for hunting and fishing. I do go with groceries. Yes, I've got to do that too. I do a ton more maintenance on my fish tanks. Really? Well, not Nola Jane. You've got me interested. You've got me interested. Because, yeah, whenever I've thought of these things, like I said, I worked in a pet store and I dealt with a lot of the different critters, but not on a very individual scale. So that is kind of neat. That is kind of neat. I'm interested. Because, yeah, from my understanding and from what I could see in the pet store, those turtle tanks were just impossible. And, yeah, we generally sold them as being very, very messy critters. At least the fish tank ones. So I don't know. I don't know. Well, guys, I have no idea what time we're at. 56 minutes. Yeah, I was really late getting started. I do apologize again for that. But yeah, my computer would just not connect to the internet. It happens at times, so I get used to it. So, yeah, I've got 2 videos I'm hoping to get out to you this week. I've got an unboxing from Petsodics. I'm super stoked. So yeah, that was a little prize from my 1,000 subscribers. Super, super cool. But yeah, my goldfish was not cooperating for the feeding video. So I will talk to my goldfish. Maybe she will, he, I'm not too sure, will cooperate a little bit better. I haven't fed her yet this morning, so I will definitely be doing that. Yeah, super fun too. And I got to shop in the US prices, which was even funner. So yeah, a Pac-Man frog. Oh, super cute. I love them. They just look adorable. Don't move very much, but super adorable. I heard they eat everything. I never fed them at the store, but I did watch. It was quite entertaining. That would be fun. Not Nola Jane. That would be fun. Let us know everything you put in and what you consider when you get that. That would be kind of neat. I've never met anybody that's had one, so that would be neat. Just dealt with them a couple times in the store, so that would be really neat to see what they're like in somebody's home, for sure. So yeah, I think that's what we got for right now. If there's any other questions, you guys want to see anything really quick? Otherwise, I think I better open up the blinds again. It's not dark in here. It is so, I love the natural light, but yeah, it's not very good for filming. Look at the glare already on that tank. Not good for filming, that is for sure, for sure. I don't know. What do you do? What do you do? So, anybody else doing live streams? I haven't seen, oh, now I can't remember his name. Sky High Bettas? Jordan. I don't know if he's streaming next or what, but definitely look out for GH later. Multi-tank Addictions on Tuesday. I hope somebody goes, because after I'm done shopping, I want some live streams to watch while I do some maintenance for sure. So yeah, I will see you guys all on next Sunday. Hopefully I can get my new critter to eat. It's stressing me out. I don't like not eating pets. Oh, my sister had a rat, and he is so adorable and loving. I know that's one. I think one of the very few things we're not allowed to have here in Alberta is rats, because they claim we're rat-free, but I don't believe it, not even for a minute. I've seen too many to say that we are rat-free. It's just that. Yeah. I haven't braved any live streams yet. Well, try it. Try it. Just aim your camera at something, fish tank, bunny, whatever, and just try speaking the first time if you want. And definitely do that. My first live stream was on my birthday, so I already had a cup of bravery juice. That's when I did my first live stream. It was nerve-wracking. It was completely nerve-wracking, but it gets better. It gets so much better. It does. The Cove. Ah, you're in here. You're in here. Hi, good to see you. Good to see you. I was just getting ready to hit that stop broadcasting button. We were talking about other people doing some live streams and who's going next. I was very late. I just hit my 60 minutes. It's 11:12. Like I said, I had a few connection issues. So the Cove, she just got my last unboxing. So if you want to check that out, she got my second prize for my 1,000 subscribers. Way too much fun. It is so much fun to send people stuff. A little nerve-wracking. I much prefer sending things that aren't live to people. Apparently, Fishman wants some guppies. Actually want some of my guppies. I'm trying to figure that out. I don't think they're all that great, but I'm working on them. So I missed this season, Fishman. I will, if you still want these in the spring, like you actually want some of these guys, I will try not to give myself a heart attack or anything else and try and send you some guppies. Man, that is very stressful to send little critters in the mail. Definitely, definitely. I'm more afraid I will just be there talking to no one. Just if you're scared of that, just have a video planned out in your head. Like I say, aim it at the fish and make a video about your fish. And then you are actually, yeah, you've got something, you're talking about something, you're not sitting there going, just waiting for people to come in. Sit there and talk. Sit there and tell them about your fish. And then when somebody comes in, then you can sit and definitely start in on the live chat as well. But then somebody watching the live stream afterwards will get some info out of it if nobody shows up. I mean, then you've got an actual video too, right? I was very, very lucky. My first live stream, I actually had a lot of people stop in. So I'm not too sure. Like I said, I was super lucky. Thank you guys for showing up. Like I said, yeah, it is very, very nerve-wracking. But yeah, try that. Like that might be just the way to do it. And then at the end of your 5 or 10 minutes or whatever, you can sit there and ramble on. Like if you get going, if you go for 10 minutes, go for 10 minutes, then you've actually got a good video at the end. If somebody pops in, then bonus, right? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not too sure what to say. That would be kind of nerve-wracking. I hate those first few minutes when I don't know if anybody's in here. It was easier on the phone because I'd pop up a message right away. I at least knew they were here. It takes me a few minutes to get in now. I'm figuring it out. Hey, 808 Tank, how's it going? You and your games lately, I'll tell you what. Though I have to admit that one looks interesting. I don't like getting into games because I really get into games. So I'm kind of scared to pick up a game because then I just might sit there. I do play that Walking Dead on my phone a little bit. It's entertaining and I can kind of, I taxi, right? So if I go somewhere, sometimes I can pop up, kill some zombies while I'm waiting to pick someone up. Oops, battery saver mode is on. It is officially time to get off of here. It was an awesome talk. Thank you very much. I don't know where Fishman is. He's enjoying his Sunday. That's okay. I don't blame anybody that can't get on. I miss a lot of live streams too. I try, but life gets in the way. And I'm very guilty of turning the computer on, getting in there, chatting for a few minutes, and I try and leave it on. Even if I'm not going to be in the room, I try and leave the live stream on, give you guys some minutes. I think it's a good bonus. So, for sure, I usually talk to myself the first few minutes. I figure I'll be in my library after, and so I'll see it. Yeah, definitely, definitely. It's like, don't sit there with dead space at the beginning of your live stream. Pop in there, introduce yourself, and start talking about something. At least then somebody watching your live stream afterwards, you're at least mumbling about something. I don't know. At least gives them something to listen to in the background too, right? I definitely love doing that when I'm cleaning. I try and do live streams more than I do videos, because videos I want to stop if they say something, I want to look, and that makes me stop. So if I'm trying to get something done, I just click a live stream on. Definitely give people hours. So Kitty, oh man. Okay, I gotta get off of here. You guys are awesome. Everybody's just popping in, but I am way over my hour. My battery is dying on my phone. My coffee's cold. So yeah. Excuse me. Definitely, it should be a good week. Take a deep breath and let's get through it all. And I will see you guys next Sunday and in some of your videos for sure. So yeah, have a good day, everybody. Talk to you later.